Hello and thanks for watching. This is part 2 of what's around Siem Reap, a bit sooner than we thought. So, to the east, Phnom Penh, to the west, Battambang, to the north, Angkor Wat, to the south, Tonle Sap. Today we're looking at what's around the airport kind of area. The first one is Svay Rumyat Pagoda. As you can see, it's right on the edge of the West Beret, greeted by a lovely row of arms monks statues, Bismarck palm, and lots of greenery. Really shady Wat, this one. And as you can see, it's got the usual setups with some stairs to the main building. Go up there in a second. It was midday when I visited this one, so the colour's a bit more washed out than it is usually. You can see it doesn't have paintings on the outside, this one. It has the usual veranda and terrace situation and 2 spires at the back, as we've become used to. And then I walked over there and saw that I knew I was near the West Beret, but I didn't realise that I was quite so close, and that this Wat actually sits on the shores of the Beret, which is really nice. The Beret is a huge body of water, more like a reservoir. Speaking of water, it's a crocodile! And there's lots of stupas and things, lots of different levels here, steps to go up and down. There's some stupas there. And I think this one over here is a mega stupa. I'm not sure what it's fully about, but I do know that the snake-headed creature that we're looking at now with the 5 heads, that's called a naga. There's 2 of them there. And it's a deity that can take the form of either a snake or a human or anything in between at will. It's a kind of protector of sorts. You can see another one there. It's kind of an open building. I'm not sure what these are used for. There we go. And then down on the shores of the Beret itself, there's some grave sites. So I could see them from there. Then I walked down a bit further to the actual shore to have a closer look. All in all, the serenity was amazing. Very high levels. That's the front of one of the graves. Another one there. To kind of step over things to get back up. So I thought this looked a bit safer than previous stairs I'd encountered in my Wat visits. So of course I ventured up, and here we are on the roof. Nice view of the water. Nice view of this big stupa. Be nicer in the afternoon, I think, when things aren't quite so bright. And I had a bit of a walk around of the rest of the buildings on the Wat grounds. Found these bird statues. Storks, maybe? Don't know. Over here we got some parrots, and we've got the black ones are hill miners. You can tell by the yellow wattle on the back of the neck. Those birds are excellent mimics, so I don't know whether they are depicted there because of that quality or just because they happen to be common in the area. Anyway, this Wat also has lots of sort of huts where you can sit and look out at the view. I think it's probably the closest thing that there is to a beach in this area, so. And then we found this. Look at this. Such a purry, cute, beautiful kitty. That face, though. So we smooched together for quite some time. I sat on the step and Kitty kind of headbutted me, and we're hanging out, and Kitty was lying down. Everything was good. And all of a sudden, you know what happened? An intruder. Didn't he get the memo about 3s being a crowd? Stupid. So I moved on, tried to pet that cat, not interested. Had a look around here, found some paintings. There were monks in there, so I didn't want to go in and intrude any further than just at the door. Thought that was an interesting image. This is the building where the monks live, from what I can tell. Just so nice and shady and peaceful. These are the toilets. Thought I'd show you a little bit of toilet culture in Southeast Asia. If there's one of these big reservoirs at the back of a toilet and a scoop thing, usually it's full of water, you scoop the water out and you either put it straight into the bowl to flush the toilet or you put it in the cistern and then flush using that. There's a dog looking after my bike. Second Wat. Doesn't have a name, but there it is. We came on the bigger bike because it's a bit further out. So Jeremy was with me this time, which was a nice change. This one's got a really nice colour scheme. So they got the grey and orange and gold, and everything's just in that same scheme. Show you a bit of detail down here. Very cool. But just the way all of the paintings are in greys with either just gold or red or orange, whichever it is, makes everything nice and consistent around the whole building and gives it a nice, I don't know, cohesion, I suppose. And as per usual, we got 2 spires at the back. These ones actually had rungs on them, so you could climb up if you were inclined. I suggested it to Jeremy, but he wasn't that keen. I came around the back to have a look at the paintings here. This strange half sausage dog. But on the ceiling here, I thought this was interesting. There's the 5 different possible poses of a seated Buddha and what they mean and the animal that it relates to. The back of this Wat just kind of turns into little alleys where houses are and things. So it really is in the middle of the community, which is quite nice. Went back to the main building at the front. The writing there is the names of people, and beside that, the amount of money that they've given. It's like a donations honour board, I suppose. And we're off to the next one. Temple number 3, the furthest out. It's a new temple, I think. It's built to mimic the Angkor style, from what I can gather. So you've got the Naga at the front, the guy's holding the body of the snake. Sort of similar gate to what you'd expect in one of the Angkor temples. Just has a feeling of being quite new. They've also gone for a style that doesn't have much external colour. A lot of the other Wats that we've seen have bright paintings on the outside of the buildings, whereas this one is more about the shapes and the carvings, telling the story, not so much the colour. You can see the intricacy on the designs is amazing. That's the back of one of the Naga cobra hoods. I think there's seven head Nagas. Go around. There's Jeremy, trying to blend in with the monks with his orange backpack. Yeah, so you can see there's no colour on the outside. In some ways it's kind of more attractive. Each of the 4 gates around the outside of the main temple building have the same, the Naga and the 2 lions, 2 Nagas, 2 lions. Whereas in a lot of the other temples we've seen, it's different animals depending on which of the 4 gates you exit at. Detail of one of the lions there. Just thought I'd show you around the outside here how nice even that level of detail is. Just gorgeous. this one here. Pretty spectacular. Front and 7 heads. And then the back of the same thing. Really nice in the sun. Thanks for watching.